interested to send in their details.
I don't know.
Nigga.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Qiana.
And I am the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that?
Because we are redefining
what's cool.
Because smart is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know.
No.
Can you believe, like...
Hold on, let me say this.
Oh, go ahead.
Views expressed by the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is the view does not have nothing to do with the 99 Gems Carefesta Radio brand or its affiliates. What we say is what we mean.
I love how you just like make it joke. What we say is what we mean. Now the views expressive of our own and our viewers, our callers, it doesn't necessarily represent the views, the opinions of the affiliates, the radio station, the owners, 99 Jams.
Yes, this is community
and the
radio.
Sponsors. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is community radio. It's cold outside.
Yes, happy Black Day. It's supposed to be cold for the Negroes. Happy Black Day, y'all. If you're listening, if you can hear my voice, tell the person standing next to you, happy Black Day.
They trying to take Black Day away too.
Yeah, because it's Black Day, of course. That's why it's cold. They something this weather. It's 30 degrees in Tampa, Florida, man.
Is it 30
on Black
39?
Day. On Black Day. Hi.
I just cannot do it with you this morning.
Listen, if you listening and you got an opinion about the conspiracy around the weather on Black Day,
we're gonna call it what it is.
MLK Day.
Let's see.
Okay. Put some respect on the man's name.
Put some respect.
Okay, all the jokes done. I'm done. Put some respect on the man's name.
No, but it's 39 degrees and they say it feels like 32.
That's real now.
It's always cold on MLK though.
But it's cold in these streets. I was out there protesting last night with the Black Money Movement, the young ladies. It wasn't a lot of us out there, but it don't take a lot to make a lot happen. Big shots out to all the people who thought it not robbery to go shop during the protest and the boycott of the building. And it's continuing. On MLK Day, we let the community know we ain't going out there like that though.
Because they supposed to open today, right?
I don't know. I told somebody, it's not my job to pay attention to the calendar or the date set forth by the oppressor. it is my job just to stay focused on our mission and our goals, and then through that process, everything will work out.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Because the store, and I know, like, because you're like deep in it, right? Kind of. Semi, or whatever. We want it to be black owned, right?
So let's okay. Thank you. So the goal. So this started as a boycott and protest by a young lady who had got disrespected. Children had been disrespected. Had been multiple disrespected issues going on, and then a day came saying we boycotting, and his comments was, "I don't need your money anyway. I don't need y'all money. Stay out my store." And so she just obliged and continued and carried that message to the community. And once that message hit the community decided to move how they decided to move. And that movement, it produced anger in the store owner. And one day he hollered at Miss Peanut, and when he did that to Peanut, that just exacerbated the whole thing.
Sidebar. So Jason on here. Good morning, Jason. Are y'all posting up at the parade this year? If not, where will y'all be?
Man, we posting up. What you talking about? If not, I got a bottle of champagne.
That's
man,
not what
I'm telling you, I'm gonna celebrate Negro Day. Man, I ain't got time for this.
MLK Day.
MLK Day. He's a Negro.
I know, but put some respect on MLK Day.
I got a lot of respect for MLK.
Okay, so we're gonna do that.
I
so
party every year.
But we may end up being out and about too, Jason. Like
no.
Go ahead. What? Go ahead.
So as the protest got escalated by the actions of the owner, right? The community came in, young, old. They unanimously said they're not dealing with that business. The disrespect he had, the mama jokes, he was disrespecting. You know how they try to attack the black man's manhood and pride and ego? They tried to attack the pride and ego of the community, and people took that personal. And so what that became is a movement. The movement is called the Black Money Movement, where we're going around spending money in black businesses, intentionally bringing economic development to our community, right? Intentionally, we're social justice firefighters. We putting out the fire that Martin Luther King was talking about. He had integrated us into a burning building. See, the Black Money Movement is social justice firefighters. We putting out the fires by bringing our money to black businesses intentionally on purpose. See, what was meant to hurt us has ended up helping us. See, it actually giving us a vision of what we can do. You get what I'm saying? When I seen the U-Haul trucks gone, when I seen all that going, I say, look, our work is working. When the new owners took that sign down, because that means our work is working, right? That means our work is working. Don't be deterred because they paint in the building. I don't got no problem with brothers working for the Arab brothers. Like, I got a lot of close Arab friends and brothers. This ain't that. This ain't that. We ain't targeting y'all because y'all trying to put food on y'all table. We actually looking to help you put more food on your table. We actually looking for a bigger slice of the pie, right? We ain't just waiting for the crumbs to fall off the table. We're sitting up at the table saying, where's our slice? And we're demanding our slice. And you know, people don't like that. Like, one of the mottos is to make each other rich on purpose. You know what Chief Reno used to always say when he was hosting? We gonna make each other rich on purpose. He was saying it's 5 years, 6 years before any of this happened. So this ain't really about them. This is really about us. It's right, hyper focus on us and how we gonna spend our money on purpose.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? We did the cash marks, we did 727 seafood, we did jugglers, right? And then next time we're gonna do
Charlie's.
We're gonna do Big C's, right? And the goal is to do all the businesses. Right, we want to bring economic development to all the business. So instead of waiting on a grant, you know, we don't get the CRA money. It's $17 million in there. We don't get that in our community. That don't come to us. Let's be honest, right? And I ain't talking about the 200 people in the grass house plan or whatever the thing is. What's the game? The glass house?
The greenhouse. The greenhouse.
I ain't talking about the people in the greenhouse. I ain't talking about the crumbs that fall off the CRA table. I'm talking about the real economic development. It never comes to our community. And so now here we are as citizens looking to organize our community to spend with each other to bring that economic development, and people don't like that.
Right.
You got angry Smurfs. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, you know what? Today is a celebration day, right? A day of service.
It's a day on, not a day off.
A day of service. So, I mean, some people are probably at the MLK breakfast right now.
Hey man, cheers, a mimosa to you too.
You is on one this morning. You is on
one.
Hey,
they ain't drinking no mimosas at the breakfast. See,
no,
they need to let me. They need to let me.
No. They don't listen. They like what they do. They not asking for a new nothing, right? They sell out.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's about the 30th or 40th one. They done did it for like 28, 30 years.
However long they do it, they've been doing it, and they not asking.
They ain't asking for no help.
No, they're not.
They already selling out. They don't need nothing. Yeah, but see, that's what I look to bring to the table, because when you think there's nothing you can do, there's always some more that can be done.
There could be, but sometimes you need to leave stuff alone.
That's right. That's right. Talk. That's
like, right. So, if it ain't,
don't mess with it.
If it ain't broke, why fix it? And then what happened is when you try to fix it, you
actually now it's broke.
Now it's broke. So leave them people alone.
Hey, they gonna blame me. See, it was all right till he came with those doggone bottomless mimosas.
Right? No.
We got the strawberry mimosas, like 22 South. We got the strawberry mimosas.
So we got a question. What are y'all looking for today for the MLK?
Yeah,
MLK Day going on 9th Street. Like, I know I want to hit, because there's gonna be a lot of vendors out, right? It's gonna be a lot of people like selling a lot of different stuff. I kind of want to sample everything, right? Well, not everything,
but everything. I feel that.
I want to get out there and sample.
Somebody need to sell a all day, all access pass, right? Where you can get samples from all the vendors. And so you pay one price, and that one price gets you a little sample plate from all the vendors.
That would be so.
That'd be raw as hell.
That would be raw.
So I told you I need to let me in.
But you're talking about something else.
This is gonna be the whole weekend. The one price gonna get you to the breakfast. You can't get the whole breakfast. You got to get the little plate.
So you come in with your little sample ticket. Can I give a little sample ticket?
Get a little small cup of coffee.
I was with you with the samples, because, like, honestly, that sound like organizing, right? Yep. But everybody that's on 9th Street, let's say if they did that, let's say you got a sample. You paid $150.
Yep.
Right.
You get a sample. You get
a sample. Then every business
get a little oxtail.
You get to break that down.
Get a little gumbo if somebody. You know what I'm saying?
You only get a little bit.
Yeah, you only get a little bit. Get a little riblet or two. You feel me? Give me the one with the meat, man. Don't give me that skinny anorexic one. Give me the fat one.
Or if you do the sample, let's say you do a $50, and then you could try 5 places. And then once you
check on your check. So yeah, if you ain't got the 150,
so let's say you do 50.
The 150 is a platinum pass.
So you can look at different places. Look, we're planning on the air. Like, that's something that we ain't got nothing to do.
If you want to be involved with this new plan we cooking up right now for 2027.
For next year.
Put your name in the inbox. Put your name in the comment section, because we not playing. We not playing.
So did anybody go to the car show yesterday?
Yes, I hung out at the car show.
How was it?
It was
nice
epic.
Car?
Yes,
okay.
It was epic. I want to say this. Big shouts out to Lenny J. Been doing the car shows for years. A very respected national car show guy, right? And it was amazing. Big shouts out to Renee. She had her hands in the cookie jar. Big shouts out. Oh man, Missy, all man, everybody, man. Big shouts out to y'all. That was a great show. I seen Rolls Royces. I seen Chevy Dunks. I seen, you know what I'm saying, convertibles. I seen people having a good time. But I'm going to tell you what I really seen. Y'all want to hear what I really seen?
Yeah.
I seen millions of dollars of economic development.
Okay.
Millions that usually be on the South Side. That usually be in our community. But those millions of dollars were transplanted way to Derby Lane. But thank you, Derby Lane. But I'm talking about something else right now. I'm talking about the millions of dollars that I seen. See, I got a good eye for money. All I do is think about money. That's it.
But it don't. So can I say this? Because you was like it went out the Derby lane, but it was us that went out the
It's
Derby.
all right. That's why I said it's all right.
Because
I gave Derby their props. Okay,
I know, because
they need to pay for advertising. I ain't saying they ain't no more. We're just gonna call it win. Cause no, they ain't paying. But I respect them people because I appreciate it. But now I'm gonna talk about the economic development that the South Side needs. The millions of dollars that was out there by the water. We need it in the inland. We need it in the community. We need it by Jordan Park. We need it by Wildwood.
Okay, I like that.
We need it by Charles Park.
But we do. So this is the problem that I have with what you're
Go
saying.
ahead.
That like, okay, I'm with you, but we do a lot of stuff in there, but we're not supposed to enjoy the water. Like you act like, wait, so let me tell you. So you act like the South Side is the only place where we live at.
You got a good argument.
And the thing is, we got to stop putting ourselves in this bubble that we only have to be right here. We pay taxes for everything. So we should be able to go to Aberwood Park and then have a nice day and not demonize that we're not at Child's Park or inland. I'm a beach girl. Put me by the water any day. Right? I'd rather be by the water any day. Right, so like we're sitting up there, like I don't care where you're doing it at, as long as we are doing it.
All right, you won that one. Was 1-1. Now here go the tiebreaker. What you got? You won that one. I'm gonna give you that one. Here's the tiebreaker. We got 10 minutes. What you got?
Trying to say I like the counter argument.
Yeah, I gave it to you. See, hey, Funk, I gave it to her. I said, hey, I think I like where you're going with this one. See, I had a good argument. It started off well. It ended well, but you had a more compelling, dissertation.
Okay. Nah, today's a good day though. Even though it's cold. Right?
Well, I told you. It's a conspiracy. If you believe in a conspiracy to freeze us out on MLK Day, like and share the comment. Like and share. It's a conspiracy. Okay,
if you want to call in and tell us or put in what are y'all looking forward to do today? 727-637-2416. Again, 727-637-2416.
I got my outfit laid out like
got an outfit already ready?
Like it's the first day of middle school.
Really?
Right? I got my I got my fat top Vans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With my black on black. You know what I'm saying? Because it is black on black day. But then I'm waiting on my specially made no snack sweater. It's gonna be a white no snack sweater.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Oh Lord.
What?
I'm gonna wear my white sweater. I'm gonna go back and buy them gloves. Remember I was talking about them gloves?
Yes.
I'm finna go back and buy my gloves. And then I'm gonna have on my gloves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cold. I'm gonna have on my sweater. You know what I'm saying? Representing the struggle.
Oh my God.
The struggle.
Okay.
We're gonna walk up and down MLK. You know what I'm saying? Hollering at the people. I got some champagne. I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna buy some beer. I'm gonna be giving away beer, champagne, and cigars. But I ain't short stopping nobody. So if you selling your products, I ain't gonna short stop you. But if you not selling your product, we doing MLK like it's the Leprechaun Day in Ireland. Boston Tea Party. We're gonna do this thing like the Boston Tea Party. We're gonna do this thing like the Boston Tea Party.
I can't make some of this up, y'all. I swear I can't. Right?
Listen, no, we're gonna do this thing. But see, and I'm gonna be serious right now, because I know how people take, the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. And, I was writing in my book, and I sincerely feel that, I stand on the shoulders of Dr. King. We all do.
Right.
Right. The work that he did, the work Malcolm X did, right? The work Medgar Evers did, right? We can never lessen the work they did, no matter how their memories have been manipulated.
I'm glad you said that, because we kind of touched on it on Wednesday. And
we might have to come back. We only got 7 minutes for this.
We will, but it's the thing is when I think people look for a reason not to support people.
Right? That's one. Right.
And then you'll see it even with like all the stuff that's going on with the church, because we never talked about Drewski.
We're coming down. Listen, on the next half of this show, we're gonna talk about Drewski in the church. We're gonna talk about the manipulation of Martin Luther King's memory. Right. We're gonna talk about economic development on the South Side, and then we're gonna talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Well, I mean, I was getting ready to like go in, and then you just kind of
because I want them turkeys to come back later. I need them to come back later, like it's Thanksgiving. We need y'all to be after these messages. We'll be right back.
We got like 6 minutes.
Okay. That's why I can't be the producer.
I know. And then what you do is keep on like cutting in. Okay, read the comment.
Okay, I read the comments.
Go ahead.
And thank y'all for real for supporting the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Thank y'all for supporting 99 Gems Care Festa Radio.
We already said it.
Okay. You ain't got to tell me twice. And this MLK, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of black excellence. Tampa got a big shots out to Hillary, and they did they art gala.
And both of those guys killed by Democrats. Yet
hold on. Don't you do that in public. Don't you show out in front of them white people.
You lost me.
So I know that's what they used to tell me when I was a kid. I used to go to Osceola, and my mama used to say, "Don't be going out there showing out in front of them white people." That's what she used to tell me. That used to be like, you know how some parents say,
"Yeah,
I got it."
Okay,
you know how some people be like, "Be safe, stay dangerous." My mom used to say, "Don't go out there showing out in front of the white people."
Come on, let's get.
Ain't that something crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, Renee. That's what she used to say. I swear. Okay, Renee say, so there'll be protesters walking in front of snacks today. Some of us don't pay attention. The new signs are to get the misinformed to provide black dollars. Yes, Renee, the goal is to spend inside of our community. The goal, whether people go, we don't want people to go to snacks today. There will be some people out there with signs or whatever was our goal, but our ultimate goal ain't to, tear down them people, right? Our ultimate goal is to build us up. And sometimes to people that is threatening them. That's threatening them when we talk about building us up. And the confusion is that we're not talking about destruction of nothing. This is one of the most peaceful protesters in our generation. Big shots out to Peanut for sprinkling me with that game. And the reality is our self-determination rubs people the wrong way. When you talk about you're going to spend money in your community with you, that means you're not going to spend it with them. That's how they feel. See what I'm saying? But they don't know we ballers. We from the Mansa Musa cloth. We spend with all you turkeys.
But so I would tell you, so what I would like to see is, because I always say there's not one black business that don't have black customers. Because
there's only black people in there when I walk in. The gentrification doesn't go to the black businesses. If it did, it wouldn't be gentrification. If the new people moved in, started spending with the black businesses that have been there, it wouldn't be gentrification. We'll be living together. We'll call each other's neighbors then. The reason we are not neighbors, because I don't see you in the same stores I'm in. You live next door.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You live next door, but you go to the Sprouts and I go to Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
It's a problem in that. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Introduce yourself.
Grand Rising.
Hey, Grand Rising.
It's Margaret, Miss D, the job coach. Ask Coach D. Self-determination is what MLK is all about.
That's right.
His self-determination. He died so that we could have civil rights. And, if you go down my feed, I said some things about that this morning, and I am against a parade. I am for a protest. I am solely for a protest, because if we can get that many people together for a parade, we should be able to get that many people together to protest. That's what he was about. He died for that. Get arrested? He was arrested many, many times during the civil rights movement. I asked Jabbar, go find 10 kids, not grown-ups, find 10 kids that know about the civil rights movement and what MLK is actually about. And I bet you 10 kids don't know it. They don't know the history of it. They don't know how many people died and got arrested. And so, yeah, go to Snacks and protest today. Go everywhere you can and protest. I'm not going to say it on your airwaves, but go down and watch the live that I did this morning, because I think a parade is a distraction. That's just what I think. You're free to think whatever you want. I am a free thinker.
All right.
And I do. I have a perspective on that, and we'll just have to bring it back when we come back. We're gonna talk about the MLK, the parade, the party, right? So politics.
And I definitely respect Coach D, and I respect all our callers and their views.
Yes,
and how they feel.
That help build the show.
I mean, because at the end of the day, I will tell you, I think we can do it all. Right. I don't think that we need to limit ourselves to just a protest or a parade. And I will tell you, if you're passionate about the protest, put it together.
A lot of times I think instead of boycotts, we should have been buying stocks, right? But that's my perspective, right? But that's why I want to re-elaborate on it when we come back, right? Because we could have been putting puts and calls. If we know we finna take down Target, we supposed to have been putting in puts and calls on that.
Yeah.
Right. There's economic development inside our action. So we're gonna come back. It's 8:00. Y'all stick and stay, because when we come back, we're gonna be talking about the snacks boycott. We're gonna be talking about MLK legacy, and we're also gonna be talking about local economic development and much, much more.
All right. 6-7 minutes after the hour, we'll be back. Tag a friend, tell a friend.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yep.
Home on her own when it's quiet. She thinks silence could be a signal for danger because it's so unusual in the natural world. Is she right? We've
in 1968.
We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now.
area which we call the Twilight.
I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday you'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just heard rap about the trap, don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together.
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight.
I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday you'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just heard rap about the trap, don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together.
Who loves America? To the leaders of our own nation, the great initiative in this war is ours. The initiative to stop it must be ours.
That's how we judge us not.
This is the message of the great Buddhist leaders of Vietnam.
All right, we're
Recently,
listening to...
one of them wrote these words, and I quote, "Each day the war goes on."
All right. So if you was listening on the radio, you was listening to Dr. Martin Luther King's speech. Some of our viewers on Facebook, YouTube got a little bit of it.
Yeah. And we're back on Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
This is Qiana,
and I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that?
Because we're redefining
what's cool.
Because smart is
the new
gangster,
baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
Just to let you know that the views expressive of our own and the viewers and the callers does not necessarily represent the station, the affiliates, or the sponsors.
Yeah, it's us.
All
it's
right?
us. And yeah, we said it.
Happy MLK Day.
Yes.
So before we left, we were talking, Coach D called, right?
Yes, Coach D, thank you for that call because you inspiring this next segment. And Coach D was talking about we should be protesting and not doing a parade. And that we shouldn't be partying and BSing around the legacy of Dr. King.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely unite with that statement, but I also would like to add that a lot of people protest in a different way. I did a protest on George Floyd here in St. Pete. We did 100+ days, and a lot of times at the end of the protest, we would party. Right, we'll hang out in the streets, we'll turn the music up, we'll dance and have a good time. And I think that part of the movement got extracted because the music and the partying was a part of the movement, right? That's why you got "I'm Black and I'm Proud" and all those songs. That was movement music. They was using that movement. They was using that. But guess what? The pastors and preachers said the same thing about the movement. That they weren't taking it serious because they was out there dancing and gyrating their hips, right? While they looking at them gyrate their hips, they wanted to ostracize the people, and then it just continued. And now it's a set mindset that you only can honor Dr. King's memory in one way.
And let me tell you, when I look at this, like the parade, and to see all the black and brown and the pride that goes into the parade, right? That reflects to the children, right? The children see unity in our community when you see all the bands and everybody all together marching down the road. The fact that we can shut down a road and get together is powerful within itself, right?
Yeah. It's a demonstration.
It is. And it shows that we are resilient people. And so I'm all about it. And I know, and we can probably get Savelle or Jet Jackson to come in one day and really talk about when they started the parade and why they started it. Right. And it was to bring pride to the community and to unite everybody and say, like, we're here. And it's not necessarily like everybody's not going to go to the parade. Like everybody's not going to participate in a boycott.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm glad you brought it up. Like people weren't with them starting the parade.
Right.
That wasn't a unanimously black community thing because I know people who spoke out and was against it. And I respect them just as well as I respect Savelle. Because a lot of times we are on the wrong side of history with what we believe. But and we got to be able to have a come to Jesus moment. We have to be able to come and say, you know what, man, I was wrong. That's what happened with the drug war. A lot of the people who advocated for these harsh drug laws are still elected officials. They're still here. And they never came back and said, hey, man, you know what? I was wrong, y'all. But that's why so many people don't mess with politics. That's why, it's a divide because we are scared sometimes to right our wrongs. You know what I'm saying?
Is. I think so too. But when you look at politics, a good politician listen to the people. Right? And we said it like at that point, and sometimes the things that we ask for hurt us.
A slick politician listen to the people too. See, they use your words against you. And it's not that, you know what I'm saying, they ain't listen to you, but it's a thing called manipulation. And I call it political manipulation because they'll hear you say you want safe streets and you want, a good place for your kid to live. And they'll use that as a pretext to come in and kick in all these houses and do all these codes compliance. You ain't say you want them to take your neighbor house, right? But you said you wanted this, and they use that as a pretext. That's what they call that.
But this is why you need to be clear on what you need.
No, you have to monitor it all the way out.
Right.
So you can't just be clear. You have to be clear.
A lot of times
attentive.
But Jabbar, a lot of times you say you want your streets clean and you leave it at that. You leave it at that. I won't say for streets. You leave it at that. No, you need to be clear. And I will say that you need to follow through, right? And you need to be there. But it's damned if you do. No. I'll let you say whatever you want to say. And you're not finna cut me off all morning. And stop with that because you're making the sound enough.
Okay.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? And we sit up here and talk about politicians who say, I can't do this for you. I can't do that. And then when they do, and then they give people what they ask for, and it doesn't look like how you want it, then it's like, oh, they want for the people. Good politicians listen to their people. And then if you find something that was wrong in it, you tweak it.
Well, let me say this. You good politicians who listen to your people, let me say this, that you can be manipulated and that what people say can be twisted. And I'm sure these good politicians know this. And that's how we have a lot of the issues that we have in our community, because good politicians was listening, right? But what they weren't doing, they weren't being attentive. They weren't being proactive. And that's why we have so many issues that we face. And they're generational issues now. These problems weren't existing until all this stuff happened. Now this is a way of life. This is all we know. And then nobody wants to stop it either. They pretend like this is the way it's been the entire time, but it hasn't. This hasn't been the way it is. This is a newly found creation that we're walking into. They call the American dream an American experiment. That's what they call it per definition. That means everything can be changed. That's what the white people showing you right now. That's what MAGA showing you. Everything can be changed.
But they're changing it back to
it doesn't matter.
No,
it shows you it can be changed. That's all.
It can't be changed. But you're saying that this is new. No, this is not new.
It's not new at all.
Yeah, but you're saying that they're replaying their playbook. Right, they going back and now they're re-entering what they used to do.
No, they're using the civil rights playbook. Now you have white men saying they're being discriminated against and using the civil rights. That's not the same playbook. That's not their playbook. They just made that. Martin Luther King words just happened.
No, they're using Martin Luther King words. They're using different words for their same playbook.
Watch this.
Because they always said that white people were superior.
Watch this.
Never mind.
They're using Dr. Martin Luther King's words right now in the Supreme Court to take away voting rights. They're quoting Martin Luther King.
I get that.
They couldn't have quoted Martin Luther King before he said it.
Yeah.
So that means after he said it, they're using
different words to get the same results that they wanted. We had to fight for voting rights, correct? Did we not fight for? Did we not have voting rights before?
No, I don't think so.
Right. So then
there was no voting rights before.
Right. So then when we got our voting rights, how do you restrict it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Now they're using MLK words to try to take it back.
Oh, the same guy who got the voting rights put in.
There you go.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But we're saying the same thing. We are. They're just using the word. They're going back to their playbook using the different words.
No, this ain't their playbook.
Okay. However you want to say it.
Right,
I'm not going to argue with you about that because we're saying the same thing.
All right. In other news, because you're right, and I ain't gonna be wrong today. So, this is Money Making Monday, and we're talking about Dr. Martin Luther King Day. We're talking about Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy and how it's used, abused, and confused. I think that.
And if you want to chat, tell us something that you're looking forward to. 727-367-2416. If you have an event that's going on today and you want us to shout it out, let us know what it is. Yes.
Right? Whether you're in Tampa, Sarasota, Bradenton, Clearwater, if you're all of the Tampa Bay area, man, this is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and we do it for you.
And so we're about unity, right? So, okay, we talked about MLK. Let's go on to the Drewski skit.
Drewski. So if people don't know, Drewski is a viral comedian who has been going exceptionally viral due to his skits. You know, he's done skits about Hebrew Israelites. He's done skits about woke brothers and Muslim brothers, and he's done skits about rednecks. And now his newest skit is about the super mega preacher and the mega church.
Mega churches.
Yes. And he's making people very upset. You know, on this MLK, because Reverend Dr. MLK was a reverend, but like it's timely when he released it too. But they're saying that he is crossed the line. What you think?
I would tell you this is that comedy for me is supposed to cross the line. Comedy is supposed to push the envelope and make you laugh at situations that typically make you cringe. I'm okay with comics pushing the line. Like, that's just me. That's Qiana.
I'm trying to follow you now.
Right?
I ain't taking nothing what you're saying.
When the funniest comedians talked about their pain, talked about their stories, their trauma, and brought laughter to it, right?
Okay.
So that then you can really have another conversation about it. Right. And if you're angry about something, then that means that it may have hit a sore spot. Right.
So you're saying a hit dog holler?
however, but I mean, there's no winning with our people. Again, I always say a hit
Why
dog collar.
you say there's no winning? I think it's a lot of winning with our people.
No, when I say when it comes to it, like they say, if it wasn't true, then he'll say something, and then he'll be like, "Oh, he's so quiet. It must be true." So
I get it.
there's no winning.
Okay,
but
you
what
ain't
I will
gonna
tell you,
do this to me all day.
I am. So, but what I said, if you didn't Drewski information, the skit, he pulled this from the outfit to the flying to riding off in the Rolls Royce, dancing, doing all that is all stuff that some pastor have done.
I want my pastor to ride a Rolls Royce. I need my pastor to be in a Maybach.
Mm-hmm.
I need, know why? Because that lets you know we doing good. See, my pastor should be a reflection of me, or at least his congregation. In my eyes, right? I don't want my pastor and my first, and I'm so serious, y'all. This is not a satire. I'm not joking. I want my pastor, his first lady, and the deacons, the deaconesses, the ushers. I need everybody to be well compensated. I need everybody to be rolling nice. Know why? Because the devil attacks us through what we need and what we want. And if I can furnish some things for your needs and wants, pastor, long as you're taking care of the business of the church, long as y'all taking care of the accounting of the church growing, right? The long as, in my mind, this is my mind, long as the church is growing and you growing the community and you doing and serving like you said you was gonna serve, man, go get that Maybach, bro.
Okay, so
build that condo.
So here we go. I'm
build that mansion.
Well, so
go ahead and live in there, and it's all right with the church. It's all right with me.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
Brother Jabbar has spoken.
All right. I will say this. I'm okay with them, with all that. But where I'm not okay, if none of your congregation can afford that, you shouldn't afford that either. Because that means unless you got a 9-to-5, a job that pays you outside of the church, if your job is strictly pastoring, there's no way that everybody in your church have a hoopty riding around here struggling, and you got millions of dollars over here.
The pastor ain't controlling money management.
Wait, listen. Again, because if your job is strictly and you're getting fed off of the congregation, that means that people are taking their life savings and putting it in this church. You done been to churches where they demand your money, right? And y'all know
I ain't been to a lot of churches. I'm just gonna tell you, I haven't been to a lot of churches.
Okay, but listen, I'm okay, and I will say this again. If the pastor mirrors what they church got, I'm totally okay with that.
So the pastor can't be doing better than the church? That's what I need.
No.
That's what I need. Know why? Because I need you to raise the bar. Because everybody's looking up to you. You're the pastor. Everybody's looking up to you. And your presence to the congregation matters so much. And if everybody doing bad, you shouldn't be doing bad. We all giving you our money. But you shouldn't be doing bad.
But you should. But listen, if your members in your church is doing bad and they making sure that you doing, they can't pay their lights, they can't pay their mortgage, they're coming in.
They're supposed to have something for that.
So listen. So again, if your lifestyle is funded by the church and your church members are struggling, no, they need to be. The church need to fund them. Because that's who getting the money in. So if you put money in the pot and now my lights off and I can't come to the church and get a check to pay my lights, but you riding in the Rolls Royce and I make sure that my 10% come in this church every Sunday, I have a problem with that.
I was just talking about.
This is wait, look, I didn't cut you off.
I ain't cut you off. You stop.
And I let you
stop. You stop. See, go rewind again. You stop. I did. I waited till you stop. I waited.
Go ahead, Jabbar.
Because all I was going to say was that it's okay for the pastor to be living nice. I need that. Know why? Because if my church is any type of establishment, the first person that need to be doing good is the pastor. And then through his leadership, his stewardship, the things that pastor's supposed to do, now the church does better. Now we do have money for the light bills. right? Because y'all giving me y'all money,
So when you
and we
start,
managing it.
So when you start a business, who get paid first?
You supposed to pay yourself first.
Who
That's
get
the
paid? No,
that's
when
the that's the wealth principle of wealth.
No,
Pay yourself first. Google it.
You don't pay your
Google
employee.
it.
You don't pay your
Pay
employees.
yourself first.
Do
Google
you
it.
pay your employees?
Google it.
So you're gonna get paid, and you're gonna tell
That's the wealth principle. That's a principle of wealth.
you're not gonna pay your employees.
I do my best to pay myself first.
Do your
I'm
best.
just saying.
But so you got somebody working, and all you got enough money is to pay the person that work.
No.
So you're gonna tell them that after they work.
No.
Them.
I'm gonna not work them. See, they're not gonna be on the schedule.
Okay, so we're saying the same.
No,
thing.
it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, because you said you're gonna pay the customer first, and I said absolutely not. I'm gonna pay myself first.
I didn't say the customer, the employee.
I mean, my bad. Yeah.
No, the employee.
Yeah,
but and then if you can't afford an employee, you only work yourself, right? And so going back to the principle, if your
the pastor should be in there by itself.
No, but
don't work like that.
Jabbar,
I'm just saying.
If my pastor is rolling up in a Rolls Royce and half of your congregation can't eat, that's a freaking problem.
But see, this is the thing.
That's a problem.
This is the thing.
Because the church is supposed.
First, you're making false equivalents.
How?
There's very few Rolls Royce rolling pastors with broke congregations. It doesn't work like that.
And what did I say?
It doesn't work like that.
What did I say when I first started?
But I'm just saying,
No. Repeat what I said when I first started. What did I say?
You said a lot. I don't know.
No, repeat what I said.
I don't remember.
Because your argument don't make no sense. Because what I first started is that the pastor should mirror its congregation.
No, that's what I said.
No, that's what I said.
So we said the same thing. Okay.
The pastor
we said the same thing.
The congregation. You did not say that. You absolutely.
Well, I heard you said it and I accepted it. I accepted it. It felt like my words. It felt like I said it. Because I agree. Go ahead.
And so again, I stand by my statement. I'm okay with the pastor rolling up in the Mercedes, Rolls, or whatever,
Maybach.
as long as their congregation looks just like
no,
that.
it don't need to be no Maybach. It don't got to be two Maybachs. Me and the first lady. That's the Maybachs.
No,
everybody ain't got to be in Maybachs.
No.
Okay. I'm just joking.
Because this ain't.
I'm just joking.
When you look at it, you're looking at it, setting it up as a kingdom, and there's a king and a queen, right? And that and then they overlook their people. And you look, the king and the queen, but that's not what a church is.
But watch this. Let me say this. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with lifting somebody up and putting them on a pedestal and putting them in a position to help and make you better. Like, we have to get out of that. It has to be everybody. It doesn't. That ain't how society works. There isn't 20 alpha lions out there. There's an alpha and he's running the pack. And that's just how nature is. And so when we look at business and we look at, our life structure, it'll do us a benefit to emulate nature because nature is showing us the way it is. And there is a hierarchy. And yes, it's all right for the pastor to be the king on the hill. And we shouldn't be envious of it. We shouldn't be mad and say he's doing wrong because his car nice, because he's building down the road, because he's doing it. We got to look at the congregation and look at the growth of the congregation.
And so I'm okay with all of that as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
Right? But what you're looking at is you will see pastors, mega churches, not all, because again, we don't subscribe to all, that their congregation, you have broke people in those churches.
But broke people go to church. So that'll mean because I have to be broke like the brokest person in my congregation. No, that's a low bar, and we're really looking to go higher.
So this is we can go back and forth about this conversation.
Okay, we'll go over.
Yeah, we're gonna. Do you got politics?
Yeah, I got politics.
Go ahead.
Local economic development. In this 39th, 45th MLK celebration, we look at the economics of South St. Pete and the community at large.
We got a caller. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
You got 30 seconds.
Hey, this is Charlie Funk, man.
Hey, Charlie.
I just want to say this because I need to turn my TV down. I got y'all on the TV. I just want to say this one thing, though. Jabbar, think about this. You're preaching from the Bible in the church, right?
Yeah.
What do the Bible say about bringing your tithes and offerings into the storehouse? Is all I want to know. It don't say bring your tithes and offerings into the storehouse so the pastor can be fly. It says so you can take care of the church and take care of the community around you.
That's right.
In my opinion.
And the pastor, the head of the church. I hate you. I'm not separating the pastor from the church. And if my ties is to take care of the church and the community, the pastor is the head of that. So I actually want him to be straight first, and then take care of the business of the church and the business of the congregation, and then okay, now you can help pay bills. Now you can help do things. But first, make sure y'all straight, because I'm telling you, I ain't giving money to God. Don't use no money with George Washington on it, dog. Let's love it. But
you're not giving it to God. You're bringing it to the storehouse to take care of people who can't take care of themselves. Now, if you're taking care of that preacher, that's fine. But a Maybach is not taking care of. That's not making sure you're straight. That's making sure you're more than well. You can sell that Maybach in these 3 hours.
That's what we want to be. Do we want to be a Honda Accord pastor church, or do we want to be a Bentley pastor church?
I'm okay with being a Honda Accord.
And I want to be. I want to be in the
Let me see.
Hey, we're gonna go to different churches.
No.
We're gonna go to different churches.
Let me tell you, I'm okay with a Honda Accord pastor church if we're building, and most of the money is going back into the.
So when you get the building, you gonna be mad?
What?
You got a Honda Accord church, and who's building? Right.
The church is building.
And then when the Honda Accord church becomes a Bentley pastor, does that bother you now?
No.
You know, pastors get paid a lot of money.
They can
6-7 figures. You know that.
Depending
on
the
contract. I'm talking. I ain't talking about the religion. I ain't talking about what's in the Bible. I'm talking about what's in the contract. Their contracts be
for somebody who don't go to church. You say you don't.
But I know the business of church. No, you know, I went to be a pastor. You know, I went to be a theologian. Girl, I really did.
You
See,
almost made me.
I know, but I did. That's why I know the business. But that's why I know the business. I'm gonna tell you. There's a contract.
No,
and in the contract they have per diems.
No,
they have. Listen, in their contract, this is what they have.
No, that is the elite. Everybody don't have that.
That's all I'm thinking about. I'm sorry.
No, so bring yourself down. There's so many pastors that don't have.
I wish we had a pastor.
Right here.
I wish we had a pastor that would want to come on and straighten this record.
You know, my brother is a pastor, and he came in there, and he's been pastoring a church for a long time. And you know what? He has nice cars. He got property and all that. But you know what? He get up every day and run his business. Right? He fulfilled his lifestyle by his job, other than pastoring. Right?
You don't want to hear about this pastor stuff.
No, because since you sitting up there talking about it, no.
You don't want to hear about this.
But it's okay for you. But if your church can afford and have a salary like that, that's fine. But that means that you don't leave none. If you got a Maybach, because this is excessive with the Maybach.
Why? It's a nice car.
No.
So okay, I can wear a suit, but it can't be the nicest suit.
I don't care about none of that. I don't care if
I'm just saying. We have a jumbotron. We have a jumbotron, but we can't have the biggest jumbotron.
I don't see. That's what.
But that's what I mean.
But if you can afford it,
but that's the trap we get caught in.
No, what I'm trying to say, Jabbar, and we're gonna move on. And what I'm trying to say is that you can ball out, but anybody in your congregation that needs you. You need to have that money set aside for them, right? There's no reason why your car note can be paid, your house note, when the church is giving to build the community and make sure the community's good. Now, if somebody in your congregation comes and say they lights off and you tell them you don't have the money, but you're riding in the Maybach, I personally have a problem with that.
You should.
Why? I gave my 10%.
But your 10% doesn't have your light bill name on it. That's all I'm saying.
And it don't have
you give your 10%, let go and let God.
No, and so
give to the church and let go and let God.
And so God put.
And if I need it, I come and ask for it. If you ain't got it, I still come back to church. See, we get in a position where I've been given to the church, and now I ain't got it, and the church can't help me. I ain't going to church. That's why our churches are decreasing so bad.
No, but if you're
because there's a false expectation of what it's supposed to be.
No, you know why it's not a false expectation? If my pastor is riding around and his job is strictly the church, and he has a mansion. He has a Maybach. He got a private jet. And I'm saying I need light bill money. And I pay my tithes. I'm here right there. If you can afford that lifestyle, you can afford to help me. Because I is putting in right here. And for the church is supposed to help the community. And you forget all that part of what the church is about.
But what the people forget is that church got a $10,000 light bill. That ain't your problem either, right? That ain't your problem because you give tithes. And I got a Maybach. But there's a $10,000, there's a $15,000 mortgage on this place. But that ain't my fault either, right? Because you give your tithes. Hold on. I'm going to walk it out, right? We got a daycare. We got to pay that payroll. Don't worry. Your lights need to be paid. Don't worry. That's what we got to get out of.
No.
If we're contributing to something and something is happening, we need to let go and let God.
No. And this is where you're taking the church as a business.
It is a business.
No.
It's a 501c3 business. It's a corporation.
Which
don't
is
try
non-profit.
Don't try to tie God to your business.
It is when it's a God's business.
Nah, it's a business.
No, it's God's
Well, how many businesses God got? How many businesses God got? How much money God need to pay the light bill? No. Stop it. We don't subscribe to a doctrine, but we can't flush it out. Okay, let's flush it out. How much is God's light bill?
Okay, and you know what? Listen, it ain't about
you
know the church.
How much is the rent? How much rent God pay? How much of my money God needs? How much of my money God needs?
That's not
right. The church needs my money, not God.
So if the church needs your money and I'm a church member and I'm paying, I'm a part of the church.
That's God building?
No,
that's the bank building.
Come on, Jabbar.
Who building it is?
Come on,
that's
Jabbar.
what I'm saying. Who building it is?
Jabbar, you're twisting.
No, I'm not twisting. I'm walking it all the way out.
No, you're
I'm walking it out.
You're not.
Okay, who building
this? So if I give, this is just like, and we sit up here and talk about nonprofits who's supposed to give back to the community, and when they don't do what they're supposed to do, we boycott and we don't give back no more. If the church is built to take care of the community and it's not taking care of the community, then you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
So there's a lot of churches need to close their doors.
Well,
See, now you don't want to talk about that.
No,
there's a lot of churches that need to close their doors then.
Jabbar,
under your philosophy. Right. I ain't say they owe nobody nothing. I ain't say they're supposed to take care of that building.
No, they're supposed to take care of the building and the people.
Okay, then so it's 12 churches on one road. It's none but poverty. It's 12 churches on one road. I can name the road, and it's nothing but poverty.
And for you not to go to their church, you don't know what they're doing.
I know what the neighborhood look like.
No,
I know what the neighborhood look like.
See, this is the thing.
It's not by the neighborhood.
No,
it's only by the church.
No,
it's the church or the neighborhood.
Well, when you stop talking, because because you could go over the same churches, right?
All 12?
No, so you could go to all 12 of those churches, right? Go in there and see what they're giving back.
Okay,
right. Before you put all of them in this whole box, because I never
you're right.
No, because I never once said that he can't have a Maybach. But what I'm saying, if you got a Maybach, nobody in your church lights should be off. Right. No, it does. No, that's just me. Okay, and just like you just said, it don't work like that. So again, you go to there and you say you look at the neighborhood of all the churches. The 12 churches. If you go in there, they may be doing volunteer work. They may be taking the kids to school and work. People give 100% of what they can do. And that's what the church is supposed to do. Give to the community. Make sure the community is safe. Do all that. And we're getting away and we're making it a business model when no, this is supposed to be the structure of the community.
So if you look up pastoring and ministering,
I'm not talking about.
I'm just saying when you learn the profession, there is business classes. There's business mechanics and business principles. I'm telling you because I was studying to be one. I ain't just saying this because I'm sitting here trying to be cute for everybody. I studied this, and I'm telling you, there's business involved.
We're gonna have a pastor come on in because
he's gonna tell you how he balanced the books. He's gonna tell you how he paid the light bills. You know, a lot of them churches be having $10,000-$15,000 mortgages. Do you know they light bill be $15,000, $7,000? Where does that money come from?
That's not my argument.
So if I have to, how many light bills I got to pay? If I'm a pastor, how many people light bills I got to pay a month to ride a Maybach?
No, listen.
Is it just your bills that need to be on? Who bills need to be on for me to ride a Maybach as a pastor? That's all I'm asking. Because I like the nice things.
So if you like nice things,
right? I have to be a mega pastor.
If you like nice things,
I have to be a mega pastor.
But if you like nice things and your congregation is struggling and you're balling, there is a problem with it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it at that.
That's it.
That ain't a bad argument. I ain't all the way against that. I do have some problems though. I'm just gonna say that. I ain't all the way against it. I got some problems though.
And I will say this: if your only job is to be a pastor in your congregation, once you have your salary, right? Because your books is done, your salary is your salary, right? Say they got their salary.
They do got their salary.
They have a salary.
They got their salary.
They salary.
They do.
But what you should be able to do, if your salary exceeds what you can do for the people, because this is community based, you're supposed to help the people out, then there's something wrong with what's going on. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm still okay with
Hey, this is, so
they say you ignorant.
I am sometimes, but that's the beauty in the design. You can be ignorant when you want to be. Hey, big shouts out to Shannon Liggett. Shannon just made a post. I'm reading this. This hot off the press, y'all. January 19th. Shannon says the Arab-owned gas station on South Side off of 62nd Ave South said he owns 17 gas stations in St. Pete. They are now my new clients. Hopefully this motivates someone. Don't sleep on your own city. Okay. See, that's a Black Money movement. I was just talking about how we ain't mad at people for working with people, right? A lot of people don't know history. Black people and Arabs have a long history of doing economics and business together, like into the millennia, into the pantheon of history. We have a history of working together. So this is not what we against.
But we
won't put money in our pockets.
No, but what we are against
Pay yourself first. I just told you what the wealth principle is.
We're off of that, please.
No, it's all together.
But that's not what we were talking
about.
So
you don't pay yourself first in this community setting?
We're moving on. And what I'm going to say is we don't care about his 17 gas station. That is kudos to him. What we do care about is the respect that he's going to give us with his 17 gas station. So, I mean, and I have a lot of respect for Shannon Liggins, right? But I will tell you, your client, if he don't respect our community, we're going to boycott all 17 of them, right? That ain't the problem. Like that is not the problem. Is that we're all about people getting theirs and figuring out how to make generational wealth. But if you come in our community, I don't care if you Black, white, Puerto Rican, all this other stuff. I don't care. You're going to have to respect the patrons that come in there and patronize your store. And if you don't patronize, if you don't treat them correctly, then you got to go.
Hey, I hate to say this, y'all. Cat's out the bag. MLK was a party animal. He loved to have a good time just like the rest of us. Don't put a halo over this man's head. He is a human. That's why they can manipulate his legacy, because y'all have made him a saint. That's why they can come out with videos and tapes to make you look at him a different way, because you have made him a saint when he was just a man like the rest of us. And he said it many times in his most eloquent speeches. Let's not make the man a saint. Let's make him a man, right? Because if I make him a man, then I can be like him. See, if I make him a saint, he's a deity. I can't be a deity. I can't be a God, right? But if I see a man that's a man like me, then guess what I might be able to do? I might be able to be a man like him, right? It's simple logic, but it's very complex thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm done.
Because being a man and what you're trying to say is not, people know that he's a man, but people like what he did. He did some extraordinary stuff.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Right.
He definitely did. He was a phenom.
And he went and stepped out when other people didn't. And some people did, but they praised him or whatever the case may be. But because people look up, especially our people looked up and said and gave him his flowers and put him on this pedestal, society want to knock him off of it. Right. And they want to demonize him being a man. So then that people will not then celebrate his accomplishments. Right. No. People won't celebrate his accomplishments. People won't say what he and proud to follow him because after the march, they went and partied. Watch the narrative that they tell you. And everybody done that. From the Kennedys to George Washington.
Ain't nothing wrong with partying.
But
unless you're a deity. See, if you find out that Jesus partied, you'll look at Jesus different. But Jesus turned water into wine so they can party.
I don't know we haven't asked Qiana?
I'm just saying. I know it's hard to talk about this.
No, they're asking.
I know it's hard to talk about this, but I want to talk about it because what we have to do
on Facebook.
Thank God. But what I want to talk about this is because what we have done is we allowed them to manipulate Martin Luther King's legacy, and they put him on a pedestal just to tear him down. See, Ronald Reagan made this a holiday, right? The black people already said it was a holiday. Black people were already, I had already not been going to school before this holiday was called a holiday. In the community, we had already did it, right? So the Republican Party, who Martin Luther King was a part of, decided to honor his legacy.
Unwillingly.
No, they didn't. He signed it willingly.
No. Did you see his speech? He said he wished he could make this an unofficial holiday, but the people wanted it, so he wasn't willing. Wait.
But that's saying what I'm saying.
No. And then what they did was when they did it, because the people were so strong and the unity of the people forced him to do it.
But
and
what
then,
people? What people?
Wait. Jabbar, just listen. Everything don't gotta be something. That is the argument that actually boils my soul right now.
It shouldn't boil your soul. Know why?
Let me tell you.
Because like I just said, I was already not going to school before it was a holiday. And then you said, no, let me tell you, because the people, that's why I said what people? Because I was just telling you that I was already as a child. My parents, we were already not.
That's not what you just said.
Yes, that's what I said. That's how I started the story. You're not listening to me.
No, I am listening
to
you.
You're not.
I stopped you when you said that.
You shouldn't have stopped me.
You said that he was willingly signed him in a holiday, and I said no, he was unwilling. And and I said, did you listen to the speech?
Did you see somebody standing behind him with a gun to his head as he signed it? That's all I'm saying. You said he unwillingly did.
So the only way that you do stuff unwillingly is somebody got a gun behind your head.
But is that what I said?
No. The only time you unwillingly do something, somebody has to have a gun behind your head. Stop it, Jabbar.
Power? When you talk about power?
Stop it.
So power concedes to people?
Check your text message.
But no, in my thought process, right? The legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King was bought on the black market and sold back to us by the same people who killed him, the same oppressor that murdered him, the same people who released the videos and the same people who released the tapes of him, right? Trying to slander his name. These are the same people who signed the agreement. That president knew they had them tapes when he signed it. You think Ronald Reagan didn't know they had the tapes of Martin Luther King freaking off? They had the tapes, but they played with our mental. They said, you know what? We finna play with these Turkish. We ain't gonna let his memory rest. We're gonna assassinate him again. We're gonna dig him up and assassinate him again.
I agree. I kind of agree with you, but what I think is the movement got bigger than them, and then when they were forced to do something, they say how we're gonna now fix it is tarnish him. So I think, just like you say, history, people are supposed to change things, right? How do you say about America? This is the land. What they doing? You say it all the time.
What?
Never mind.
All right, ask Qiana. We gotta ask Qiana. I don't know who.
No, because I don't remember. It don't matter.
I be saying a lot of stuff.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ask you. I keep hearing white folks use Dr. King's quote, judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin, to justify rolling back programs that were specifically created to help our community. They say things like, we're all equal now, or we shouldn't see race. But to me, it feels like they're twisting Dr. King's words to protect a system that still isn't fair. How do we address that? How do we push back when they try to use leaders' words against us? Because I don't think Dr. King ever meant for us to ignore racism. And I'm tired of people acting like we've already arrived when we clearly haven't. Well, that's clear. You got that?
Yeah. So that's kind of what we were talking about through the whole thing. You twist words, right? Mm-hmm. And you let it fit your narrative. Mm-hmm. I really hate where we're at this point where you feel that DUI, what is it? I can't even think of it now.
Because that's how much you was impacted by. That's how much it helped you, Q. You can't even think of it. Talk about DUI.
I know.
Yeah, they was drunk.
And I don't even drink.
They was drunk. No, you talk about DEI.
Yeah, I couldn't even, it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't come out. But DEI,
oh my God.
affirmative action that is twisted to make it seem like you were giving somebody the heads up. Like you're giving them the one up, right? And what it was set up is that people who didn't get the fair chance, now if you qualify, you are now in the running, right? And so you say, how can it be that white people now feel bad that you have one less job that you probably didn't qualify for? And what that did is made sure that you had to at least qualify for the job, no matter what your color was. And now that is taken back, we're going back to where you will see the gap between whites and minorities grow again. Right. And we want to close that gap right there. You say here in Pinellas County, there's $75,000 difference between average white people and blacks.
I know.
Right. So the average white person makes about 100,000, and the average black person here in this community making about 25,000.
Yep.
That is a huge gap. And you're trying to tell me that the college educated person that went to school do not qualify to get that $100,000. And again, we don't subscribe to all, but we want the playing field to be equal. And it's hard to flatline it when you're already have built your hill and we're down here. And so to make it equal, we bring you down a little bit and they lift us up.
That's what they do.
And that's how it's supposed to be. But no, society doesn't like that. You know, you have
society don't like us.
Same thing. I'm saying the same thing.
Not that. Us. US.
Okay. Go ahead. Answer it.
Yes, society. So I feel my sincere thought is that the weaponization of words is the art of dialogue. Like it's oldest time. This is what Plato, Socrates, and Shakespeare. This is what they did. Like they twisted and manipulated words for people. You know what I mean? They were hired, right, to write books that we love and to twist the words that we love right now to this day, and they remain twisted because of it. And I think that we can learn a lot from what's being done. This is like lawyer level manipulation to society. How they twisting the words, how they like they using Martin Luther King's quote in court. The Supreme Court case is based on Martin Luther King's words. So guess what? If that happens, they'll be able to use more words to roll back more justices or injustices. So I think that we got to get smart.
And I like that idea. We do have to, and so you have to be prepared to rebuttal.
We got to get smart.
You can't.
We got nothing but talking points.
So once you study and get your talking points right, then you can rebuttal when they say, "Hey, this is why we're doing this." When they try to flip it, and then you come in there and show that in your neighborhood that the house that you want to buy. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I got this.
Could you go ahead?
They have think tanks that come up with these talking points that they roll out to their society and that they're hitting us with. But our think tanks doesn't have that capability, or they don't have that power. They don't have that connection, right, to the rank and file citizens to actually implement talking points on the issue. You know what I'm saying? So this is another masterclass that the oppressor is teaching us if we're willing to learn from it.
And like when you say judge people by the content of their character, right there, you can use that and flip it. We're judging not by the color of your skin. So the content of your character has been kick us out of our neighborhoods, right? Don't let us come into your stores. You disrespect us. So then I am judging you by that. And again, I don't want you in my neighborhood. for that alone. So when people are twisting the words, you have to be ready to throw it back in their face. So you got to be witty. I don't know if everybody I'm one of the people with my nieces and nephews will know they get cracked on. They come to me. I'm teaching them how to come back.
But see, this is the thing when you talk about a society and they're doing this on the intellectual level because a lot of these people weren't the people who could come back on the crack. Right? A lot of the people who this rhetoric is being used on weren't the people who quick with words. Honestly, I'm not, judging nobody, but I'm just stating the facts. Right? So the people who was quick with words, the people who had that rhetorical skill ain't really in that field.
But
they're not in that field.
But listen, they weren't quick with it either. Look how long it took them to come.
No. This is masterful. This is a master class. They were working it.
That's what I'm saying. It took them a long time.
What they had to do is put the injection between their lower class and their higher class. And see what they used was podcasts. I'm going to tell you. But they use podcast radio to implement their talking points into the minds of their lower class. See, our higher class has no connection to our lower class. So they can't inseminate ideas because they have no control over it.
Jabbar,
they have no control of the ideas.
You say no about something that we're basically... Jabbar, you don't have to disagree with me. You don't have to have a rebuttal every time I
No, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I don't.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't.
You're gonna make the show boring.
No, it's not.
Yes, sir.
Because now we look crazy.
Man, you don't make the show boring.
No, if you have
I want to talk to the audience. Audience, don't I need to be against everything she say every time she say it? Come on, put it in the comments.
And not if you saying the same thing.
I wasn't saying the same thing. I said something different.
Y'all, this is MLK Day, as he say. And look, everybody saying no. Look, everybody saying no.
I knew they was gonna say that. This was clickbait. This was clickbait. Y'all fell for it. I need y'all to look at all your previous posts and see how they are triggering you. You're being triggered.
Good morning, Vaughn.
No, okay, you were saying it's MLK. Go back. Go, come on. You saying it was MLK. You was doing good.
It was. I don't. But what I know the point that I was making is that they sat down and strategized.
Yes,
they wasn't quick on their feet. But now that we know what they're using, now we need to get down and sit down and come up with our rebuttals and ready to be able to come back what they said.
Yes, we need to have our talking points. We got to have our ish together. This is not a game. This is the art of dialogue, y'all. It's not a podcast. I'm talking about how people weaponize words, and we have to be more savvy. And we got to stop. We got to get out our feelings. Stop running around trying to be mad all the time, thinking that anger gets results. Because it can, that's a powerful emotion. And I ain't telling you not to be mad, but I'm saying don't let the anger control your thought processes. Don't let them manipulate you with your emotions. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
So I'm looking at this. It says, I would like to highlight all these habitat houses that are building, selling. Although, I don't have on my glasses. Building, selling, but the homeowners do not own the land. They lease the land for 99 years.
Yes, we talked about that, and it was a lot of controversy about these habitat contracts. And I want to invite the Habitat for Humanity spokesman or representative come talk to the community. We're going to open up our platform for y'all to come and clarify what people feel about these contracts and their mortgages. Because this is what the city is saying. You guys are becoming a unregistered monopoly in this community, especially if you talk about 18th Avenue. And the community is saying something. Don't ignore us, right? Because those is going to get louder. So if y'all have what I'm saying? Because I got people who I respect and love who are on the Habitat board, and they can come too. Yeah. This is an open platform because we really want to talk about this. Y'all guys are powerful. You guys are making what is called the monopoly on real estate around here in this city. And we want you to come talk to us about it. That's for real. Mr. Mike Sutton, president, or, somebody you feel can talk for you, because we're going to be talking that talk now. Don't come in here thinking we pussyfoot and then we're going to be playing patty cake. Pussyfoot is a thing. You can pussyfoot around all day. But thinking we're going to be playing patty cake with you, because we ain't playing patty cake. We know them contracts. We done read it. Somebody done gave us your contract. So, okay, all right, my bad. All right, I need some coffee or something, y'all. Forgive me for this show, y'all.
You need to
I want to take this show back. I ain't never took a show back. I want to take this show back.
No, but you know what it is that people don't read their contracts.
Nope.
Right.
But somebody did, though.
So,
but I hear you.
But most people don't read the contract. Like they kind of scan through it. And I will tell you, and we have to stop going in and thinking that we don't have any power.
Yes, we have all the power. Negotiation is key. You can negotiate your contract at the closing table. You can negotiate your contract. I'm just saying.
I know, but you won't let me finish.
Okay, my bad. I'm glad I ain't had no coffee or no coconut water, especially no apple juice.
Maybe you needed all of the above. Maybe you needed all of the above. But he said it. Okay, the contract. Jab them put in the comments, but no, the power of negotiation. And a lot of times people are afraid of contracts, and then they think that we're getting, because you feel like you won something, you feel like you have nothing to stand on, right? Like somebody gave you something. No, if somebody give you the contract, the power of contracts is that you can negotiate and you go back and forth, and forth. And most people don't want to leave money on the table,
despite what they have told you.
Right,
you still have negotiating power, especially buying power. That's what the Black Money Movement is about. We're trying to demonstrate and show people the power of their dollar. We're not talking about taking our money out the economy, right? We're talking about putting it in a more intentional way. You know what I'm saying?
No, intentional is that we're going to end at 9:00 because it's 9, right? This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And stay tuned for Sister Hugh.
Lose your shoes and shout all around the house.
All right. And we out, people.